Hello, I'm back. So, as I said in my previous video, that this is a video that I'm going to talk about movies that I really wanted to see, but didn't get a chance to, and also there were some that kind of wanted to avoid that really didn't interest me. So, yeah, let's just kick straight into it. Quite a bit of a list. There's probably only a couple of films that I sort of avoided that I weren't that interested in. One of them was Shutter Island, directed by Martin Scorsese and starring Leonardo DiCaprio and also Sir Ben Kingsley. I did hear a lot of great reviews about that, and I know Gab and Dad have also done their reviews, and I've read other reviews elsewhere and heard what people have said about it, and it really is a really good movie. It's complex. It's kind of like Inception in some ways as well. Where whether or not it's what's going on is actually real or not and stuff like that. So I don't know. For me, it just really didn't grab my attention in the first place. I don't know if I'm going to watch it on DVD as well. So, as I say, really didn't grab my attention. Even though I've seen the trailers so many times when I went to the cinema as well. So that one was sort of pushed to the side. How to Train Your Dragon. I do love my animation, but not as much as a lot of other people. And I know that when I saw the trailer for this when Avatar was coming out, this film was heavily trailered for the most part, and many people who have seen it have said that it's one of the best animation that they've seen in quite a long time. But again, for me, there was nothing grabbing me to see it. Not like Toy Story 3 did, because Toy Story 3, well, it's part of a franchise. It's a trilogy. Toy Story was a groundbreaking movie back in '95, and it has still been breaking. It's still been making amazing quality stuff for a number of years. We're talking about '95 from when the first Toy Story movie came out, and here we are 2010, the third one comes out. 15 years for 3 animation movies. It's amazing. That's all I can say. It really is amazing. So for me, How to Train Your Dragon just didn't fit that. Didn't really grab me as well as what Toy Story 3 did. So yeah, that was also put to the side. For the films that I've wanted to see and didn't get to, among the list there was Monsters. I know Gab and Dad didn't like that movie very much, but that grabbed me because it kind of reminded me of like District 9, the whole movie being filmed on a very low budget and this, that and the other, not relying on heavy CGI effects to really make the film interesting. I've read Empire's review, and they said, Empire love it so much, they really do love it, but I suppose for some people it really wasn't to their liking. So I don't know if I'll get the DVD when it comes out, but we'll see. But it was one of the films that I wanted to see this year. The other was the Millennium Trilogy. These are the 3 films that were written by a Swedish author. It was Lars. I've forgotten his name already. I can't believe I've forgotten his name. But he's passed away, and his stories really grabbed people's attention. And then when they got made into the film, they were obviously done in Swedish first of all. And you've got the trilogy. The first one was The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and then The Girl Who Played with Fire, and then The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. Now, I've read tons of reviews, I've heard loads about these films, and people are giving it full on, and I mean full on thumbs up. And even the Tyneside Cinema up here in Newcastle did all 3 of them back to back, I think, last week, and unfortunately I didn't get to go, otherwise I so would have been there. To see all 3 films back to back as well. But yeah, absolutely gutted that I didn't get a chance to see them. But if there was chance they were re-released again, then I would definitely hope, would definitely put my foot down and go and see them, because obviously I'm missing out on something. And now Hollywood are now going to make their version of it as well. They've already picked the female lead, and also I think Daniel Craig is going to be in there as well. So I'm sure we'll see how America does their version, but the Swedish version obviously has picked up a lot of appraisal. Even the lead actress, Noomi Rapace, has now been recognised by Hollywood, and she's going to be in the new Sherlock Holmes 2 movie as well. So who knows where she's going to go from there. Let's hope they use her to really good use, because I think she could be an awesome actress for many years to come. So well done, Noomi, well done. But top of the list for me, the film that I really wanted to see this year, when I first heard that it was being made, the first thought I had was, do we really need a movie about this? Is it really worth having a movie about this? But then when the teaser trailer came about, and when more information came out as to what the film was actually going to be about, you know, then my ears turned up, and I was like, actually, this could work. And then when I saw the trailer itself, I thought, this could definitely work. And then when it was released and I couldn't get to see it, I was gutted. I was really not happy that I couldn't get to see it, but I've heard amazing critical reviews, critical acclaims. Everybody's given it top marks everywhere across the board, and I tell you what, it's done so well. I wouldn't be surprised if it picks up an Oscar. I would not be surprised if it picks up. I wouldn't even be surprised if the director gets nominated for it as well in an Oscar. And it's none other than The Social Network. None other than The Social Network, you know, starring Jesse Eisenberger, Andrew Garfield and Justin Timberlake, Armie Hammer as well, and directed by David Fincher. And I have to say, I am so gutted I never got to see it, because first thing that came on everybody's lips was a movie about Facebook. Why? But then I kept telling everybody, it's not a movie about Facebook, it's how Facebook came about. It's how Mark Zuckerberg came up with the idea of Facebook, and how he unfortunately betrayed his close friends to become the popular man that he is today. You know, as the slogan says, you don't reach 500 million friends without making a few enemies. And that's pretty much true. And I really, you know, even though I've not seen the movie, I get the idea of it. And many people who have seen the film have said how awesome it really is, how well written it is, how well acted, how the script, the directing, everything. Even Justin Timberlake's performance as well. I mean, I've seen the movie Alpha Dog, and I have to say, that's the only other film that I've seen Justin Timberlake in, and he was fantastic in that. So I would not be surprised that for him to be in The Social Network, to match that performance that he did in Alpha Dog, I wouldn't be surprised if it was exactly the same, if not better. So yeah, I'm absolutely gutted that I never got to see The Social Network. So eventually, you know, I will definitely get it on DVD, and I will give it a good watch. And hey, I might even review it. You know, my first sort of one of many. I've done a few DVD movie reviews of late, so The Social Network would definitely be on the list for me to do. So yeah, there you go, people. There you have it. That's my list of films that I wanted to see, didn't get to see, and ones that I kind of wanted to avoid because it didn't really grab me as much as I thought it would anyway. But hey, here's to 2011. Let's see what we've got. We know we've got Thor, we've got Cowboys and Aliens as well, and I'm sure there's going to be a few other surprises coming up as well. So hey, it's what movies all about. There's always going to be a film that comes out that nobody expects, grabs everybody's attention, it gets word of mouth approval, suddenly becomes popular. So yes, here's to 2011, and here's to the Oscars as well. Can't wait for the Oscars, so that'll be interesting. I am now going to watch Love Actually. I've just finished watching The Holiday. I love these two movies. I'm a sucker. What can I say? I love my rom-coms, you know, these two in particular. So Love Actually and The Holiday. So next on the list, I'm going to watch it now. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to be happy. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all later. Good night.